Thursday, 11th of July 2024. A day that takes place in the annals of Kenya's history as one where the power of the people toppled the power of traditional political and governance worldviews and crisis management. The people of Kenya have spoken, unrelentingly demanding the dissolution of the cabinet, and the president, a man known to be bullish and no easy pushover, has heeded these calls. President William Ruto, today you have made a move that has been questioned as bold. That you have chosen to once again go by the demands of the people is momentous. This is yet another step in a longer journey, one whose trajectory is nothing like what has been experienced. The writing is on the wall, especially on the walls of different online platforms, walls that have captured the hearts and the minds of the youth of Kenya, and the many who stand with and by them, Mr. President. There is a clear message for you and the country at large that the raft of formulas, approaches and tactics used to solve problems in the past have been relegated to just that, the past. They will not work in the new normal. In the now not so popular old men only photograph taken at the KICC after you assented to the IEBC bill was what you pictured to be a step in addressing the unease, distress and distraughtness in the country. You need to rethink the picture. You may need to move away from the pictures on film to digital freezing of moments. That you had many senior political leaders on one platform speaking what was touted as one voice may have made sense in the film photo era, but it is an era in the digital picture age. The young guys that have pushed you beyond what even you may not have expected will tell you that umechoma picha. In some quarters, it will be phrased as your photo is overexposed. And indeed, metaphorically, such photos really do expose the disconnect of that approach in solving issues and the reality. And lest it skips anyone's mind, the people have been shouting a vote of no confidence in the Kenya Kwanza administration, which is not only the executive, but its appendage, that is Parliament. Yes, it is a season of truth for common good. So let us not purport to insinuate that members of Parliament are truly independent, and specifically the Kenya Kwanza Brigade. They have repeatedly embodied an extension of William Ruto's will. President Ruto, the same way you use your might, influence and power to push your agenda in Parliament, use it to fix it. The arrogance and distasteful attitude and behavior of the people you lead and work through is unsettling and bad for the country, coming from people in levels of leadership and more so against the very people who put them there. You have made a bold move in fixing the executive. Kenyans are watching to see the will and leadership you will provide in fixing Bunge. President Ruto has alluded to the choice of people to serve in the country's highest organ not being a preserve of his own position, as he will consult widely on the same. And this, Mr. President, has to be a genuine position. Let not your pick be people of questionable morals, people with corruption cases in court, people whose record is not above reproach. Let these not be people who will be blatantly insult the intelligence of the people of Kenya or display their insensitivity by way of uncalled for opulence while the majority of the populace suffers from the weight of a burdensome economy. May they not be tribal-minded individuals. May they be a reflection of the true spirit of Kenya. And that is the memo tonight.